Hello everyone, this is Brother Benson Media. I'm coming to you live from Kisumu County, and I'm here with my guest. I will give him a chance to introduce himself.
Good afternoon, fellow Kenyans. This is Honorable Hon.Toney Oluoch, one of the leaders within this county, Kisumu East Sub-County, Nyalenda A Ward to be specific. And today I'm honored to be with my brother in this show, and I'm grateful and glad to be here with you to discuss issues and matters affecting our people in this country. Thank you.
And I would want to know, or I would like to know some of the things, especially you've done to your community, you know, and how you've empowered your community. So maybe to begin with, or to start with, I just want you to highlight for me, when it comes to education, what have you done in your community that you can point out?
Just like I introduced myself, I'm a teacher by profession, and that's where the name Mwalimu is coming from. And for that reason, I'm very passionate about education of our people. And since the last elections, I want to say that God has been grateful.
Yeah.
We are not in office. We don't have money that we can say there's a lot we can do. But I thank God because God has given me friends.
Yeah.
And through these friends, we have managed to do at least something in education, touching on the lives of our people at Nyalenda A Ward, to be specific. This year, I began an initiative called Hon.Toney Educational Initiative, which is somehow a branch of my foundation, Green Up Foundation, that we have been trying to find ways and means of helping children from the vulnerable families within our ward. Though almost 80% of dwellers in Nyalenda are vulnerable, but we try and help where we can. This year, in the first term of education, that is January to early April, we gave out bursaries from the support of friends to almost 20 students across the secondary schools around, and 2 were in boarding schools. This is something that I cannot say is tenable as an individual, especially if you're not in office.
Yeah.
But it is through partnerships that I normally tell my people that when they are electing leaders, they should identify somebody who has network.
Yeah.
In a way that even if the government has not disbursed funds to help our people, you can go out of your way and get resources and help the people.
Yes.
Apart from bursaries, again, through the friends I have, the same time I gave out transport fare to our children who are going to boarding schools that are very far away in Migori and in Western Kenya. We have given scholarships to the youths of Nyalenda to pursue technical courses within our county, in the technical institutions that we have. To be specific, we have a Rotary and a Kano vocational training centers. In these 2 institutions, in March alone, we gave scholarships to 18 youths who are now pursuing different courses that can help them in the future.
because I know it's not very easy.
True.
If you keep on constantly calling me or say, okay, today we are paying fee for so and so, how are you able to mobilize these friends and they just accept to come without getting tired of you?
That's a very good question. What I want to say is when you know what your people want
Yes.
and you are true to that cause, those who have a clean heart, who have been blessed by God, will always come in to support. You know what some of the leaders we have lack is
Sorry.
being genuine.
Yes.
Because you see, when I tell you I have vulnerable cases in my ward, it is something that you can come and verify. It is verifiable. When we meet them and support them in these things, it is something that even the community can attest. And you see, what brings mistrust in these people who support individuals is when they support and they don't see those things being done. But when they can follow up and see that indeed the support we are giving is impacting the lives of the people of Nyalenda, or whichever place it is, most of them will always be motivated to even help more.
Oh, yes.
Because they are certain that what they are doing is not going to waste. They are certain that they are changing lives. I think that is what I can say has been helping me and my people.
Okay.
The fact that when we source for support, it will be in the public
Domain.
that so and so was helped in this manner, and they are now doing this and this, this and that. You know, there are people who look for this support, but it is for their own selfish interest.
Selfish, yes.
Yeah, and that is what kills the motivation of the people who help people.
Okay.
You know, if I'm helping you now, and I am not seeing something positive coming out of it,
Yeah.
not necessarily to help me,
Yeah.
but yourself. You know, I also ask myself why. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know, when the fruits are not there. So I think that is what I can say has been helping us, and it is also factual that not all of them will be helping you daily.
Yeah.
But what is important is, are you a leader who can go out of your way
Way.
to get more people on board to help your people?
Okay.
That is what is important.
And I know county of Kisumu somehow might be having this bursary that they usually give. Do you usually get in contact with the county Kisumu leadership and tell them, okay, I have a few that, and they've always assisted, or like they don't honor
They-
your...
But I can say that so far they have been a bit supportive.
Okay. And something that usually happens, especially when it comes to educational sector, not only in Kisumu but in Kenya as a whole, in most of the areas we've seen, because people are not blessed the same. That is something that we have to agree. There are some of the kids that book-wise, they were not given that knowledge. They don't perform as...
They are gifted differently.
Gifted differently, what am I saying? That you'll find that when they're giving bursaries, we say that we will give bursary for those who have performed well, yeah, and we leave a bigger chunk for those who are not gifted in terms of academics without finding a place for them.
True.
You as Toney, how are you dealing with that situation?
Thank you. Being a teacher,
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
those who go with these bright kids,
yeah,
they'll argue that they're trying to make the rest
yeah,
to also work hard. They're trying to motivate them indirectly, so they also work hard to get
yes,
this support. Because others will also say, there may be this girl or this boy who's doing so well
yeah,
academically, but the parents are not able, you see. But her academic future is promising. So that is why you find that most people will focus there. But you see, as a teacher now, what I say is, these learners are gifted differently.
Yes.
There are those that we call slow learners.
Yes.
And it needs somebody to identify a solution to help them so that they are at par with the rest.
Yes.
Because you find out, you can find out that later you find that even they excel in exams as compared to those who are believed to be the best.
Yes.
Because they grasp slowly.
Slowly, yes.
But at the end of it, they excel. So personally, what I say or what I use to support the children in my ward or anywhere else, what I look at first is, are you vulnerable? Before I look at how you're performing.
Yes.
Because I believe if I'm not doing well now,
Yeah.
I just need to be helped or motivated. Because maybe there's a reason I'm not doing well.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe because I'm vulnerable, I'm not motivated to learn. Because I tend to believe that my tomorrow is not guaranteed academically. So if somebody can come in to assure me that tomorrow I'll go to a high school of my choice, a university of my choice, I'll sit down and work. You see?
Yes.
So I can say that motivation maybe is what has been lacking. And if you give a learner that, even if he or she was not doing well, they'll rise up because somebody has believed in them. You see? So as Oluoch and within my educational initiative, what we look at keenly is vulnerability of this child and the family where they're coming from. Later, we can now look at the rest. But me, I believe the issue of a child performing is something that can be worked on.
Yes.
When the parents, the teachers, and the student himself or herself come together to work on it.
Okay, in education sector here, there's so many things there's so many challenges that both the young girls and the boys go through, especially one of them being pregnancy, especially for the young girls, you know, and this sometimes make them not to continue with your education. Within your initiative, do you have some session whereby you can offer motivational skills and also creating awareness to them, telling them the side effects of engaging in sex before marriage or engaging in drug abuse? Because these are some things that are there. They affect, especially in our communities where we live, due to peer influence or the environment that we dwell.
I can say, with all honesty, those are problems you are facing.
Yes.
Not only as Nyalenda, but as a country. But it becomes a bigger problem within the slum setup or within cities. Maybe also because of the lifestyle around them, how the society is currently. And we have a team. When you come to Green Up Foundation or my educational initiative team, those who we are working with are young people from Nyalenda, so that they are motivation to their brothers and sisters back home in Nyalenda. And the reason why I even came up with an interest in sourcing for the scholarships, especially the ones for colleges, is because of the challenges we have. We have girls who dropped out of school because of pregnancy, early pregnancy. We have our youths, the boys, who dropped out of school because of drugs and substance abuse that led them into other immoral activities.
Immoral activities, yes.
We engage them, we identify even 5, and we sit them down, of course, within some time frame, because you cannot convince them once that now you need to have a skill. It's not something you do in a day.
In a day, yes.
Yeah. So we bring them close, we converse with them. As we speak, there's a group that we have been talking to, and now they have positive mindset towards life.
Yeah.
They've even opted to open a car wash business.
Okay.
And we are trying to source for help for them.
Yeah.
They get the machines and all that. See, that is what we want. At the same time, our team works within the schools around. Because we don't want them to reach a stage where they have lost it, and then now it's when we are talking to them.
Yes.
Yeah. Currently, we are trying to bring on board these ones that have already lost a bit of themselves in drugs or dropped out of school because of early pregnancies. We are trying to bring them on board and close so that we see how can they be assisted. But at the same time, we must also ensure that the ones that are in school are not affected to drop out of school, and that is why we have these scholarships.
Okay.
Something that I didn't mention still in the scholarships.
Yes.
Last week, I managed to secure again CRF scholarship for 12 children, small children, right from playgroup to PP1, and they are going to be sponsored for the rest of their education up to grade 12, that is Form 4 in the CBC curriculum.
Yes. Are there initiatives, especially with the young people, that you've engaged them on to empower them, or by maybe finding them employment that they can earn something small to assist their family?
There's a farm in Miwani that is in Nyalenda sub-county. There's a farm there that is dealing with the production of tiles, the ones that we use to do our floors.
Floors, yes.
And it's a Chinese company. Through friends, we managed to secure a job for 3 youths. Unfortunately, not gender balance, they are all men. Yeah. Because it's also heavy work.
Yeah,
they are working there. Yeah. And I'm happy because 2 of the 3 were already lost in drinking. Yes. But I met one of them over the weekend and I was very happy. Yeah. Because the person I was seeing is very different. It's different from the person we used to be. Because the schedule they have there is very tight, that you can't think of. There's a lot of work. They have been given free accommodation, free meals, and they are being paid a very good salary. Yes. You see. So they are very busy. In fact, you only have the weekend, and sometimes it's just Sunday. When you think of leaving Miwani to town, to Nyalenda and back, you're going to spend almost 1,500. So you opt to remain there and work. Apart from them, these girls that come from the ward who didn't manage to go to college because of issues of finance, and then this issue of early pregnancy. So you can't say early because they are now over 18. You know, early pregnancy, we talk of under 18. Under 18, yes. So there are 5 of them that we've secured for them manual jobs within hotels in this town. They are doing something. Some are waitresses, though they don't have that document. We wanted them to still experience that they can do something. Yes. So from there, they can also personally save and do some course related to what they're doing. So we've done that for the girls, and we have also assisted groups. Yeah. There is one, I don't know whether to call it women group, and it is mixed. I don't know how we call that. It's a group that comprises of men and women. Yes. But when you go to the social services, they are still called women groups. Why? I don't know why. Oh, okay. There's one of them. There's a time I had a political function. I hosted some political friends at home. And we supported this group and another one with finance, with cash, so that they find something they can do. And I can say that that impacted a lot. It's still not enough. We have very many youths that are jobless. Jobless, yes. In Nyalenda. And as for me, what I advise them is come together. Yeah. Register a group, because helping you in a group is very easy. Easy, yes. It's very easy. Yeah. So we advise that they come together, register a youth group, a CBO, because that way they can even request for funding from NGO bodies. And so I believe in getting them support as a group, getting them job opportunities if they are there, because I feel that is what is the best. If I give you money on a daily basis, I may not be there tomorrow. Who will give you? And me who is giving you is giving me. You see?
Yes.
So we are doing that, and we still want to acknowledge or request those who are blessed out there.
Yeah.
Those who started before us.
Yes.
Those who have the advantage of age, they were born earlier.
Yeah.
And they have made a step.
A step, yes.
We want to appeal to them.
Yeah.
That Nyalenda, being a slum as it is, it has produced people.
Yeah, true.
It has produced very respectable people. And it is not a place that you can say should be neglected, because people see us as people who like violence, because we are classified like Kondele. And you know, we love peace. Even people of Kondele love peace.
Peace, yeah.
We only become a bit rough or whatever you can call it when you step on our toes.
Yes.
Which anybody
Can do, yeah.
Yeah. But we are peace-loving people. We are people who are open to working with anybody in matters of development. Our ward, we have private developers in our ward. We have Fresh Life, who have a project within the ward. We have another one called Sunnywise. We have CBOs that are doing a lot in Nyalenda. And that shows that we are people who can welcome anybody to invest in our ward. We have a friend from Seme who has seriously invested in our ward education-wise. He has constructed as a school, though it's a private school.
Oh, does it?
That is Oasis of Hope.
Oasis of Hope, yeah.
Secondary school. Now it's a primary school. And he's really supporting the people of Nyalenda. Because that school has employed our people.
Yes.
And those are the things we want. We have St. Joseph's private secondary school. See, those are investments.
So what about Ring Road is within your ward area?
Ring Road is in Nyalenda B.
Oh, it's Nyalenda B, okay.
Yeah, it's Nyalenda B. So we are asking, if you have a project that you feel you need to invest somewhere, come to Nyalenda. We will support, we will give you our energetic young men and women so that they help your investment and at the same time you help them.
What about security-wise? Because, you know, sometimes if you mention Nyalenda, there are those who might associate it with, oh, this is a place whereby we might have young men, crime and all that. What surety are you giving them that in terms of security? Yeah.
Currently, over the years that have passed, in the recent past and now, we have had community engagements.
Yes.
And we've been working very closely with the local authorities. And you see, what was causing all these crime rates is one, dropping out of school of our children, the drugs and substance abuse, lack of employment for those of them who have concluded Form 4 and maybe have not managed to attend to any course.
Of course.
But we can say that currently, because we have been trying to find solutions and give these young men courses to do, because you see these technical courses, they don't need very many requirements. As much as you have a Form 4 certificate, some just require the KCP certificate, you get your skill, and ours now is to try and get you something that you can do. We have done that, and that's why we are looking for investors, because when these boys are engaged, there's a lot of peace.
Yes.
We have community policing, such that I don't see something wrong and I keep quiet.
Quiet, yes.
You see. In fact, I want to say that rogues or thugs that have been engaging in crime in Nyalenda, most of them are not dwellers of Nyalenda.
Okay.
Because the people of Nyalenda are also very bitter in such people. And I can say that I'm not proud of this, but I can say the people of Nyalenda deal with the criminals
Yes.
so well.
Okay.
And that is something that even the police acknowledge. It is very hard for thieves or rogues to come to Nyalenda to steal or rob somebody, and they all go
Yeah, that's right.
scot-free. One must always remain. And if you remain, you must see your mate.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it though, because we are taking the law into our hands,
Yes.
which is not
It's not a
correct
good thing,
according to our
yeah.
constitution.
Yeah.
But that has made or lowered crime rates, because they also know that Nyalenda, you don't mess with people's property. Because if you are caught, you are dead.
You're dead, yes.
You see. So currently, Nyalenda is peaceful. Security is okay. The only thing that was not okay, the floodlights, the security lights.
Yeah.
But yesterday we had a meeting with the sub-county admin, Mr. Ron, and we had a long conversation around the security in Nyalenda, specifically these floodlights. Because you see, these criminals take advantage of the dark areas.
Of the, yes.
And we believe that the floodlights, the security lights that we have will be restored in no time. Because if it takes long, they know what we will do. Those things are being maintained by taxpayers.
Taxpayers' money.
So you cannot request us to give you time. You see, because they have been off for quite a long time now. So we talked, and I don't want to say much about it because we already conversed with the relevant office. Us is to wait for the time frame we talked about.
Yeah, then
if they are not restored, they know what we will do.
Yeah.
Because we want investors
to come.
And if they come to do a pre-visit and find out that Nyalenda is a dark place, security is not guaranteed, they are hurting the people of Nyalenda.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
Okay.
So I want to say that we will protect your business. Just come and invest, and your business will do well.
Do you have something to add on empowerment before we go to how you've managed to deal with environment matters around the area?
There's one thing I'll mention that is still going to come in the next concerning environment. There's a CBO.
Yeah.
The membership actually is well balanced.
Yeah. They
have the senior citizens who share a lot of wisdom to the members. They have women, they have men, they have persons living with disabilities, and they have the youth. In fact, the director is a very young person.
Yeah.
I think 22 years old.
Oh.
A lady, a very young lady, very articulate, very strong, and very vibrant young lady, directing that CBO. We have supported that CBO because of the activities they are engaging in. We have empowered them materially and sometimes financially, and even knowledge-wise. We have sourced for them important networks that can help them to continue doing the good things they are doing. They are engaging in maintaining the cleanliness of our ward. That includes planting of trees, collection of garbage, talking to our young girls in school, providing sanitary towels to our children. That is something they're doing. Of course, we have very many other CBOs doing a lot of things, but this is new and it needed to be stabilized by somebody.
Yes.
And that is why we chose to work closely with them. So that mission that they have can be achieved. Because when it is achieved, then Nyalenda will be a greater place. Because their mission is to make Nyalenda a clean, conducive environment for any status of a person. So I think that is one final thing I can add. One, there's a group of young boys who are now my very good friends, who are actually working on establishing a radio station in Nyalenda.
Okay.
Though they got a setback because the frequency they were given was clashing with another station, so they had to relocate from Nyalenda. Sadly.
Why?
Because we wanted to have it within.
Yeah.
And they were saying they have to change the location for their frequency to work well.
But they could not go for another frequency, or how does it work?
I actually don't understand those things. So
okay.
we are still trying to follow that, using them, because it is them who understand.
Who understands, yes.
Those issues of frequency.
Frequencies,
we just switch on the radio.
Yes,
and
true.
look for the one to listen to.
Yes.
But the nitty-gritties around coming up with one, we may not have a lot of knowledge.
Knowledge, yes.
So we are also trying to get them the necessary support that they need, because it is not easy.
It's not.
They need to rent an apartment, they need to get equipment, you see, they need staff,
security.
They need security and all those things. So they also came up with a very good idea, and they're very young. They're not. I think they're just in the bracket of 20 to 23, 24.
Oh.
And they've already thought of that.
That, yes.
So that's why I say Nyalenda is blessed.
It's blessed, yes.
It is just that they have not got the right person to be at the top of the things.
Of the thing, yes.
And that is what we want to correct.
What about, like, I think, what about the cleanliness? Is you as Tony, are there like days that you might decide, you with your foundation, that today we are going to clean the area?
We've done that several. And we brought in the county government, partly.
Okay.
They supported us with the lorry, the one that collects
the garbage
waste in Okonyo market. I don't know if you know that market.
Yeah.
Extending all the way to the Legio Maria Church.
Yeah, I know the Legio Maria.
Yeah. And it was a very successful activity. None has been that successful than the ones that we have been doing on ourselves, by ourselves, sorry. And the very day we also planted trees. As Tony, I've donated almost 500 tree seedlings just this year to members of the community to plant within their homes and those who own land. And what is a bit negative is most of our people are not keen in planting trees. You find that you announce you have tree seedlings, but very few people come, especially those who are agriculturally oriented. So that is happening. We've done that. There's a big issue, a big problem that we've had in matters of environment. If you leave alone the daily waste that our people dump in every place, and this involves Kiwasko, the sewer lines. The sewer lines that pass through Nyalenda because Nyalenda hosts the sewer treatment plant for the town. Yeah. So the pipes, the lines, in most occasions when it rains, they burst. And you see when they burst, they mix with the rivers around Auji, Uru, and then just water that comes when it rains. And you see, when there's a bit of flooding, you walk on that water. And the sewage inside. It's very sad. Very sad indeed. It's very sad and very unfortunate. It's a problem that we've had over the years. We've followed it up, so we have not been getting the best solution. It is something that we also discussed again yesterday with the relevant offices, because we had somebody from the environmental department, we had somebody from NEMA, and still the sub-county administrator. So we conversed around it, and also the good thing that we have, there's a project that is ongoing of installing a proper, modern, and a sewer line that
Oh, okay.
takes a huge volume
You're right.
for the county of Kisumu. So we believe, or we hope,
That
it will correct the problem that we've been facing.
that will be good.
And advice that we want to give to our people: let us manage our waste primarily.
Yes.
Let us not wait for Oluoch. Let us not wait for any CBO. Let us not wait for the county to come and manage the waste for us. Because most of our people may be ignorant and we just dump waste anywhere.
Anyway.
Things like diapers
Yes.
that is blocking the waterways within the world. Those are things that cause flooding.
Yeah.
So if they are well managed, we'll have a very clean ward. And there's a CBO that has already thought or invented on how we can reuse diapers.
Oh.
They are saying that we use them for planting trees because their level of retaining water is huge.
Oh, okay.
So when you plant trees, you have some 5 pieces of diapers up chini, you see. So it retains water, and the tree now has that constant supply of water. So those are things that our people should take into consideration, and so that we can use them very well. I'm also happy that a friend of mine is now going to be recycling. He has developed some machine of how they're going to recycle that and use it elsewhere.
Okay.
I'm yet to understand what he wants to do with it very well.
Yeah.
But that gives us the hope.
Yeah.
Because there are promising activities around how we are going to have a clean environment.
A clean environment, yes. I want to now bring you out of what you've done for your community, and now I want to bring you into politics, because this was like what you've done, not as a politician, but just serving your community. Now we want to come to politics, because I know you are interested in political seat. I would start with the violence we've seen, especially from Migori, the one recent, and the police has to use tear gas canisters to disperse us, just because that the two politicians, or they want to show their might or their supremacy. What is your take on that?
Thank you. If you follow my political life keenly, you'll realize that I don't do a lot of politicking in funerals and even in churches, because those are sacred events. When you go to a funeral, that is the last rite of passage that we conduct as Africans.
Yes.
And it is a function that demands of us to pay a lot of respect as we try to send our loved ones to rest.
Yes.
It becomes very unfortunate that politicians come, or no politicians like, we call it, that's a free
gathering, a free crowd or a free gathering.
And with free microphones.
Free microphones.
Politicians like that, because mobilizing crowds is also
not very easy. Yes.
Very affordable. Our leaders need to learn to be tolerant of everybody else. Where you are here, Mimi, as Hon.Toney, I'm a staunch member of the ODM party.
Yes.
But where you were earlier, before I came here, you've seen me with somebody in UDA party.
Yes.
We are very good friends.
Yeah.
We just have political differences, you see, which should not create enmity amongst us. I always like it when leaders argue on policies and end it without going all the way emotional and until it reaches a point that we have to go physical. It is it doesn't show leadership. In fact, it shows something else. What happened in Migori is very sad, because you disrupt a very peaceful function that is required to be very sacred. It is not good.
Not good.
My take would be this: let us learn as leaders to tolerate our opponents. or the people that we have ideological or political differences with. I've shared political podiums with my opponents, mostly, but we've never gone physical. Some of them may have that motive, but I don't give you that opportunity
To do that.
I just need to talk to my people, tell them who I am, what I want, and that is it. You see, the only thing that matters is convince them that you are the best to come and help them.
Yeah.
But you don't need to attack the other person physically so that you appear mightier. You only appear stupid by doing that.
Okay.
So it is sad. It is something that should be condemned because it is not right. Personally, I don't agree with a lot of things that the government of the day is doing. But that doesn't mean if I see anybody who is approved that government, we fight. That should not be the case.
Okay, thank you very much about that. What is your take on the orders of the president? The issue of floods, and especially those who are being evicted or are yet to be evicted, those who are living in riparian land. Because I think the president has given that order and is taking place. It took place in Kuru, Kayaba, in Nairobi, where so many politicians complain.
These floods are not things, it did not come as a surprise. We have had the weatherman briefing us from time to time. And that is why at some point, I think we talked, you heard me complain a lot that the rivers passing in my ward need to be desilted before the rains come. There are rains that came. The desilting was done when the rains were already there, but it was before now. And I can say, as much as I don't agree with how they were done, they have helped to some extent. And that is why the people of Dago in Nyalenda that are known to be suffering mostly when you have floods are still safe till date. It is very responsible for the government to have turned off their ears to the weatherman warning. It is reckless to wake up, stand and tell Kenyans to vacate where they are dwelling or where they are staying to be demolished. And you give timelines the same day, demolition starts the same day. You see, that was, for me, that was
with no alternative place to go.
No alternative place to go. That was reckless and very responsible. It showed a lack of compassion to the people who elected you as a leader. Because I believe what he was supposed to do, having not been keenly following what was happening, because these are things that I believe to some extent could have been handled earlier. There is distance that should be left from the river to where you build your house.
Build your house, yes.
Normally it's 6 meters. If these people have left that distance, you cannot evacuate them.
Yes, you cannot.
You cannot. They have obeyed the law. You can only advise that because your safety is not guaranteed now, please
move to another place.
Just move to a higher ground, which we don't have in Kano Plains. You see, just find a place that is safe. Then when the rains are gone, you can do what? You can come back. As we try to find a solution for this river so that the spillovers are not witnessed, or if they are there, not strong that will destroy properties. You see. But you don't come and tell them. It's either they leave or you demolish the house. Why? Why do you demolish a house that somebody struggled to build? And they have a title for that land. Yours is to ensure the drainages are clear, the water can flow, and nobody has constructed any building along the riparian land, which is 6 meters off the river. You see, and if that is done, think that is the best way this issue is supposed to be handled.
Oh,
But you don't come and bring down houses, and you are even very arrogant not to notice people are trying to advise otherwise. You want to continue with it. It is reckless and it should not be happening.
okay. Okay, Mwalimu Toney, thank you so much for your time. Maybe your last remark for our viewers.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate your team, your media team, for always supporting young leaders in this country and beyond.
Yeah.
It is not something that as leaders of this country we take for granted. Ours is to continue wishing you well and praying that this becomes a bigger thing
Thank you.
that will help the people of this country. I want to tell Kenyans to believe in themselves and stand for themselves because they don't have a government. The so-called government does not care about them, and it is time to wake up and send it home. I want to conclude by thanking the people of Nyalenda A ward who have always stood with me in doing 1, 2, or 3 things within the ward that we have been doing. I want to thank those who have come handy in the projects that we've had that have impacted positively the lives of our people in Nyalenda A ward. We don't take their support for granted. And as I finish, I still pledge to anybody who is willing to invest in our ward that you are very welcome and your business is safe in Nyalenda A. And those who have job opportunities, liaise with us because we have skilled labor in Nyalenda. The only problem is acquiring jobs. My prayer for them is that God keeps protecting them and provides for us opportunities to keep helping them as we wait to change the leadership of our ward and beyond so that we have a better country.
Okay, Mwalimu Toney, thank you so much. And to our viewers, thank you so much. This is Brother Benson, and this is the place when you want to listen to leaders all over the country about the new leadership that they are bringing and new visions. So please, to be a member, just subscribe to this channel and share what we have. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. I'll see you next time.